What's up YouTube? Back with another video, and today I wanted to talk about the shooting in 2K21 and how I see what they tried to do, but I just feel like the implementation was just off, and even they know it was off because they ended up putting out a hotfix to adjust the shooting and make it easier, which doesn't necessarily make the game better though. So the game first comes out and nobody can shoot, which kind of happens every year though, just because we don't know the best jump shot bases yet. We don't know if the badges work the same as they did last year, and like we don't really know the numbers and all of that behind the badges. So like, plus nobody has badges on like the first 2 days really, so nobody can hit a shot. And they adjusted the shooting like that on purpose to create a skills gap. So if you put in more time to learning your shot and got good at it, you shot more consistently than other people who didn't, which is fine. Another reason they probably did it was because last year and even before last year, you always get to a point in the year where every build can shoot even though they're not supposed to. So like you had builds with like 60, 50, sometimes even 40 3-point rating being able to green consistently. So that's probably another reason why they adjusted the shooting. But the thing that I don't like is that it affects all the modes. So they adjusted the shooting because people were greening too consistently in the park, but the solution they came up with affects all the modes. It affects play now, my team, my league, and everything, which to me is completely backwards. I feel like if you were gonna make an adjustment, instead of making shooting as hard as they did, they were better off making it similar to last year, but just have it be green or miss. So if you shot a green, you went in. If you didn't shoot a green, then you missed, at least for the park anyways. And for the other modes, make it so where you can still make whites, because in other modes you're dealing with multiple players with different releases, different badges, different ratings. So like being able to consistently green is a lot to ask. So you want a little bit of leeway on those modes. But for the park, I feel like instead of doing what they did, they could have just made it green or miss, because they adjusted shooting with the hotfix. So now you green more consistently, but you also make a lot of whites, which to me is annoying. And it was like the second most complained about thing in regards of shooting last year. Number one was like, well, how can all builds shoot? And the second thing is that like, why do people make whites? Like, it's just annoying. And they probably didn't do that for whatever reason. I don't know. Probably because it might alienate casual players, because they won't be able like to green so like consistently at least. So they would pretty much almost never make a shot, which from a business standpoint, you don't want to completely alienate casual players, because you want people to get into the game and enjoy it enough to want to keep playing, which is why you see like skill-based matchmaking in shooter games and like other stuff like that. But I feel like the solution they came up with was worse than having it be green or miss, because you had people that literally play this game for a living that couldn't shoot. So how do they really expect a casual player to come in and make a shot? And they also tried to implement boost depending on your controller settings. So like turn the meter off, which I'm fine with. I used the meter off last year and it was fine. But now they brought back the boost where you shoot with the right stick. They did that in like 2K17. I really didn't use it. I really didn't like it that much. It just felt too awkward. And I still don't like it this year. Like, I just feel like it's unnecessary. Plus, you gotta think like, unless you have a brand new controller, your analog has some level of drift, which can affect the shot. Plus, controllers just aren't precise enough for the level of accuracy that you need to like have in order to really use the analog to its fullest potential. I don't know, maybe that's just me though, but that's how I feel about it. And then you also get a boost for like pressing LT at like the perfect release point. And again, I just feel like I see what they tried to do, but like a lot of this stuff is unnecessary. Like, bro, I'm shooting a jump shot. Like, why do I have to press all these buttons and do all of this nonsense to shoot a jump shot? Like, I should just release the ball when I need to, and that's it. I feel like they're overcomplicating things with this thing. And I also feel like at some point 2K is gonna cave and they're gonna put out another hotfix or adjustment to the shooting, and everybody will be greening again like last year, and we'll be back at square one. So like all of this was for nothing. But I don't know, maybe they will just stand firm and be like, nah, this is how it's gonna be, but I doubt it. But yeah, that's just how I feel. And I also feel like they should be more transparent and give us more like information in terms of like numbers and statistics and that type of stuff when it comes to the game, and that can answer a lot of questions of like why are like some things so inconsistent, or why some things happen, or why you make a miss a shot, or why you get certain animations, because right now we don't know any of that really. And you have channels like 2K Labs that, you know, runs their own tests and gives us like actual numbers behind like jump shot green windows and badges and how they work and stuff like that. And like I'm just like, why can't 2K just tell us that? Like I don't know if they're just not allowed to, or they think it might get abused, or I don't know, but I feel like that'll be a big help to the people playing, so they know how exactly something affects their gameplay. This is just a quick little video. Don't want it to be too long. I probably didn't go over everything, so let me know what y'all think in the comments. And I still will do playbook videos. I'm gonna play some play now, and I've been playing a little bit of my team as well, so I might upload gameplays of that too, so be on the lookout for those. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content.